about 11 minutes left. Winners will be announced in the first half, so go catch them all now.
Stretched out to the middle, back to
Broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo forwards. Hey, that's it! Rochester
Welcome to FMB Field here on City Island in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for tonight's USL soccer match. It's City FC taking on the Rochester Rhinos tonight, the defending champions here in the USL. Rochester comes in here tonight with a record of 8-4-7 ties. They have 23 goals for, 17 against. On the other side, City Island coming in here with a 6-13-2 record, but good news, they've won their last two games. They've given up only one goal in the last two games. Even though they've given up 38 for the year, they have 26 wins coming in here tonight, or 26 points rather, coming in tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me is Charlie Giroux, and it's a night again of expectations here, Charlie, for City FC, as they have crawled back to within 5 points of that coveted 8th spot here for the playoffs. And we're looking at a night where City seems to be putting it together right now, and they've made some changes along the way.
They made some changes in goal. They obviously worked for them. Gary, Jose Barrio really stepping up his game in the last couple of matches. And tonight, a real opportunity, again, as you say, to pick up 3, move much closer in the standings. Rochester's a stingy team defensively, and as a result, they have a lot of draws on their side. If Harrisburg can draw first blood, I think they've got a real opportunity tonight.
One of the people they're going to be keeping an eye on tonight is Mr. Velasquez out there for Rochester. He has 6 goals this season. He's a leading scorer for them. On the other side, Harrisburg, as we said, Jose Barrio coming in here with 4 goals, 3 assists. He has been a guy who has really made this team go. We've talked about it time and time again. It's his second season here with City FC, and he is absolutely some of the the bread that makes the butter taste a little bit better, right?
A playmaker extraordinaire, excellent in the midfield, but also on the attack area, the opportunity to create space and to provide opportunities for others to score, but he's also a goal scorer himself. Perfect combination for City FC.
Coming off 2 big wins, and one of the guys in one of those wins, Brent Jeskowskis, another local guy from up in Palmyra. He was Player of the Year in Palmyra in Pennsylvania, and he's a guy that had a big one the other night in a 1-0 win. Coming into this match, looking for more from him tonight as well, Charlie.
The opportunity for folks like that to step up tonight, Gary. Beautiful night for soccer. The pitch looks to be in great shape. A little warm, but great night for soccer.
Well, we're getting to share the city tonight, too, with Hillary Clinton and her running mate, Tim Kaine. They're over across the river right now, but the real action's going to be right here tonight in this USL matchup as we get ready for City FC going up tonight against the Rochester Rhinos, the defending champions of the USL. They're up next here on Invicta.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
The diagonal ball, look out. Onside, it's in the back of the net. Goal, Harrisburg City Islanders. Harrisburg City Islanders storm the field. They have pulled off the improbable.
Right side, nice ball. You got Wilson. There it is. Wilson chipping it in. He's got it. Oh, and a little back foot to go with it, huh?
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting
Your national anthem, and we are ready to get underway here. A nice crowd pouring in here tonight to FMB Field. And the Rochester Rhinos in town, the defending champions here today, 8-4-7, going up against the City FC team, which is coming here tonight 6-13-2, but coming off 2 straight wins. This is the 3rd road game right now for Rochester, and they're trying to find a win here. They've had 2 ties so far, and they're looking to get out of here tonight with a win. And, of course, for Harrisburg, for City FC tonight, 5 points back. We sound familiar. We've said this before. 5 points back from that 8th spot. So all of a sudden, once again, they have fought their way back into playoff contention, albeit it's a strong hill to climb, but you have to make things go right. And so we're going to see if they can continue a little of that magic that has brought them the last 2 wins. Gary Sutton, Charlie Giroux here at FMB Field, sitting high above the field. I'm looking forward to this one tonight, Charlie.
As are we all, Gary. A good opportunity for City FC tonight, as you correctly point out, coming off 2 impressive showings, only giving up 1 goal against, something they struggled with in previous matches, most especially the 2-game homestand down at Lancaster's Clipper Stadium, where they really struggled. Gave up 7 goals and, frankly, just looked lethargic on the back line. The defense did not click at all. Left players unmarked, coming in completely wide open and unmarked, unchecked. And they made a change in keepers. That apparently has had a good effect. And they've stepped it up offensively. So, you look for a good match tonight. Great conditions out here, a little warm, 90 degrees at game time, but a real opportunity for City FC.
A 9-game winless streak, and now broken the last 2 games with 2 wins on the road. So that talks a little bit about the character of this team, and we're going to be interested to see what they can bring in here tonight. As, again, a different kind of lineup here. You've got some real firepower sitting on the bench, of course. We talked about the ones in the game. But Paul Wilson there, 4 goals, 3 assists on the bench. You got Brent Jankowskis, who just came off with a big goal the other night at Goodman Stadium at Bethlehem Steel. That was last Thursday with a 1-0 win on an assist from Bembo. You got Craig Foster sitting on the bench with 4 goals. You've got Shane Johnson back in here with 1 goal. He'll certainly be key tonight. He's been solid back there all year long. So we are getting ready to get this underway. If you look to your right of your screen, you see City FC tonight with new tops on their uniforms here, white and blue, a little fancy looking. On the other side, the very colorful Rochester Rhinos wearing gold, green, and a little bit of blue trim on the side. They'll be going left to right on your screen. Beautiful night here for soccer, a little warm out here, but the crowd's still filtering in. And we are underway right now, as Rochester will control it back there, and Wallfall has it. To the far side goes Apostolopoulos. I'll be trying to say that well all night long.
You'll be working on that all evening.
You got it. His first name's Vasily Apostolopoulos.
And Rochester, not a side that scores a lot of goals, Gary, but they've been very stingy on defense. And the key for City FC is to strike early. If they can draw first blood, it could be a very, very exciting match.
And with Kiesel, Broom in the net, they've only given up 1 goal in the last 2 contests. So that's a hopeful side here for a team that gave up 38 so far this year. Almost 2 goals a game here given up against them. So it belongs right now to City.
And that's been a challenge for Harrisburg. And the last 2 matches, Gary, only 1 goal given up. If they can do that tonight, it's going to be a match.
It's the ball taken away in the middle of the field there by Sofian Turgu. Back to Apostolopoulos. Off to the far side. And good defense there by City, but it belonged to the Rhinos. Rochester Rhinos played Harrisburg earlier in the season and won 2-1 in that one. We'll see how Harrisburg plays this defensively tonight. There you see Burrell chasing. Ball taken by Joseph Farrell. Sends it all the way up. Headed out of there by Doyle. Back to the middle it goes. Canardo Forbes there. Dishes it off far side. Goes to Tagu. Tagu sends it down across the line. You see Kiesel Broom down there tonight, decked out in bright red here this evening. On the other side, Adam Grinwis in bright green. We can turn the lights out if it gets later on here tonight. You can just light up the stadium with those 2 outfits.
A lot of color there, Gary.
Like it. Tell you one thing in soccer, man, they know how to use their colors, you know. Somebody got their Crayola box out early on this one, so. Ball kicked down there. Pettis tried to get to it.
Thus far, just a little testing of each side. Not much action yet, even in the midfield, Gary, but they're looking for opportunities now, seeing how the defense is going to match up and seeing how much flexibility there is on both sides on the back lines.
Ball swung back here again by Rochester, all the way over to Joseph Farrell. Joseph Farrell. Farrell pushing it ahead. I like the passing game of Rochester so far. Very sharp, keep it on the ground, looking to make sharp, quick passes. Thomas will bring it in. Right back there to Burrell. They had a little something going on. Taken away by Rochester, and then a bang right there in the middle of the field. No call. Good footwork by Forbes. It's about 10 people in the space of about 5 feet.
A lot of bunching there.
Far side over there. They take it down and booted out by Grinwis. Good marking down the field. Swung by Thomas. Off to Bembo, and Bembo will send it to Doyle. Doyle kicks it far side. Taken there by Burrell. Burrell looking for room. Back to Burrell on a little kick and go. Thomas open near side. See if Doyle sends it over there. He doesn't. Back to Leverock. Leverock with a big goal the other night. A 2-1 win. There's Pettis. Ball taken away and controlled over this side by Ryan Lee James. Then swung way far side. It's kind of interesting. You have the short passing game, then all of a sudden a big kick across field, tried to just kind of clear it away.
That's how they're reversing their fields tonight, Gary. And you're right. It's been a short passing game, just kind of feeling each other out a little bit here, seeing how the defense reacts.
Reminds you of in basketball we call a skip pass, where you throw it all the way over and make the defense move 2 spots instead of 1. Ball taken off far side. Looking for a little give and go. Good kick there by Burrell. Nice play, though, by Grinwis. Adam Grinwis coming out and playing it perfectly. Grinwis has played in 11 games so far this season. Has given up 10 goals so far. 0.9 is the amount against him. On the other side, Kiesel Broom at 1.38 has given up 8 goals. 6 games played. And this
long kick and run up the left touchline.
Not a good look here. Forbes gets the ball back to the middle. It's going to be controlled there by Thomas. Thomas back out. Dabo gets to it. Down the far side it goes. With Bembo putting on a show down there and then gets a look. But nice work.
Nice run by Benbow. Through a couple of defenders, Gary. Took the shot. Might have taken a look back into the middle, but pulled the trigger. And that's something that City FC has wanted to do. And ultimately, you get some good chances off of those.
You see Cardell Bembo over there on the far side. Nice little bit of work down there.
Sunset Movie and Music Series, and much more.
Cardell Bembo, part of the Jamaican connection for this team. Played for Waterhouse FC there. Cardell Bembo, by the way, only 20 years old, 5'4", but plays big. So the ball's going to be put back in play here by Rochester. Controlled the middle of the field by Valesky. Valesky, the leading scorer for this team. Taken near side by Thomas. Thomas didn't quite get the pass he wanted there. Looked like he just lost it for a second trying to get it to Pettis. Back it goes. Touched off by Turgu. And Rochester trying to reset it. So far, I've been impressed with City's defense, interior defense in their part of the field.
The interior defense, Gary, has looked very good. They've had a little trouble creating space in the same position when they're on offense, but the interior defense looked very good so far.
There's nothing really available right now in terms of shots. You see a lot of east and west movement from Rochester. Again, early in the contest right now, only in the 8th minute of the game. So the ball is going to belong to Rochester on far side. Goes out of bounds. Will be a throw in there. They'll get it into Turgu. Taken away by City. It should belong to City here. Oh.
The
official on the side said it's going
the other way.
City's that way. The looked like the referee, Mr. Carlson, said no. Goes right here. Guess he knows what rank he has, right?
Said he's not happy about the call, but of little consequence.
Exactly. That's why it says assistant referee to that other guy. So there you go. They're going to hit a yellow card right here to Thomas.
11-7.
Thomas gets a yellow card. Not very happy about it, as you can tell. By the way, the only complaint I'd have about these uniforms tonight is they are not number friendly.
No, tough to pick up those numbers.
Fortunately, we know who they are, but James Thomas gets hit with an early yellow card here. I guess that's the Christmas in July look. Is that what that is?
It may be.
I'm thinking those are supposed to be snowflakes. We have confirmation downstairs. That's exactly what it is. So playing to the theme of, let's see, 5 months from this past Monday is going to be Christmas, which is amazing. It's been a quick year.
And they've started the shopping season already.
Long,
nice
high
delivery.
kick.
Nice delivery into the box.
Very nice. And then booted out of there by
out.
Buildup. Nice job there. Taken back by Bradley Camden Fee. So middle of the field there, it was Mohamed Dabo with it. Baril looking ahead. He's got Bembo down the far side again. Bembo putting on a little show, trying to find a way to get across. Can't do it, but the ball is kicked out of bounds by Rochester. Every time I say Rochester, for anybody out there of an age, all you can think of is Jack Betty. Rochester. You know, I don't know why that's sticking in my crop, but I've gotten it off my chest. I'll
and
get
you've dated yourself.
I have, and I apologize. I was just a wee kid when I remember that, but it was Rochester. Rochester, of course, the home of Kodak. Beautiful part of the country up there, too.
Gorgeous. Not so much fun in the middle of February.
Dante Leverock down there. It looks like a little one-on-one move. He's caught. This is not a good situation here. Defense still has a shot at it. They're going to get a clean look at it right there. And there it was, just to the outside of the goal. Kiesel Broom had it covered. I got to tell you, that was a dangerous moment for several passes.
A lot of space there, Gary. Not a great job of marking again, and that's where this defense gets in trouble from time to time. It's been those little lapses on the back line that have cost them all season. Again, situation where the defense doesn't mark up well, a lot of space, and you get a shot that, although well covered, could have been much more trouble.
Well, and lots of one-on-one stuff down there with quick offensive guys with the ball against defensive guys. It's not a good matchup. You see Rochester really starting to organize offensively here a little bit. Ball controlled by Bernardo Forbes in the middle of the field. Dumped it off there to Tagu, rather. And here comes in transition fast. City FC. Touch to the middle.
There's a great ball. There it
is. Oh, and just off the side of the pole. Oh.
Beautiful delivery. Great shot. And just off the far post, Gary. That was a terrific opportunity. We'll take another look at it.
There you saw Baril. And, man, I'll tell you what, he was ready to cash that in. It's a great pass. Comes right through the legs of Pettis, and then Baril takes it and just off the pole.
Pettis acted as a screen, came right through. Great shot. Just off the post.
Yep. And it looked like he had time. He just didn't quite get the shoulders turned there at the end. So easy to sit up here and see that. Down there, it looks a little quick.
First timed it, and, he might have settled a little bit, but it was a great shot, and it's a game of inches.
Yep. But
Two
maybe
or three to the left, and
maybe it
got one in the back
portends.
of the net.
Maybe it portends for good things coming here.
Yeah.
That was quick transition that time by City.
And very good delivery inside, and came through, Pettis, and turned it well, and just a hair off.
Back it comes. And Warshaw tried to chase it down. So you're going to get a little ankle look over there. I think that's Velosky that went down.
Free kick from Rochester. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot now has estimated annuity of
Christian Velosky back up, no worse for wear, but both outside. Oh, right there, good kick out of there quickly. Control it. Bembo ahead to Baril, good touch to the outside. Then kick it upfield and get it out of harm's way. Pettis trying to control. Watch Victor Pettis, Garrett Pettis rather, and you see Pettis does a lot of sealing like you do in basketball. You'll see him seal guys off right away, kind of use his body. He's very strong. Far side it goes, looking for Ryan Lee James over there. James in the corner. Brings it back to Farrell. And then headed across the line. Good serve into the middle that time. And Kieselbroom down there. Kieselbroom very vocal down there. I like what he's doing, directing
Taking
traffic.
command.
You know, you think about it, the goalkeeper's got the best eyes on the field. He sees everything in front of him.
He can be the quarterback, and Broom is doing that.
And if there's anything going on behind him, it's not a good moment. I should add to that, if there's anything going on behind him and the ball's involved, it's not a good moment. Oh, a good kick out of there by Brew. Not a whole lot of wind tonight. You can feel a little bit of breeze right now. Bembo back to Baril. Look at this ahead. Oh, and we might have a penalty. Or are we going to have it? Nope. Bembo
couldn't quite get over top of that, but that was another good opportunity.
And Baril served it right in there ahead of him, and it just had one of those high bounces there. Take a look at this. And I got to tell you that the turf there might be just a little hard right now. You might get a little higher bounce than normal. Look at this. Now watch this. Touches it right out ahead, and there's a high bounce that kind of come up and fooled him a little bit instead of kind of being in rhythm. Good hustle, though, by Bembo. So City in the last 3 or 4 minutes here has been the aggressor on offense.
And that's what they need to look to do, Gary, in this match, is be the aggressor, test this defense. The defense has been very stingy all year long, but if you can put one in, especially early, changes the match dramatically, and that's what City really needs to do.
You see an awful lot of reversing here by Rochester, just spreading the defense out, and ball controlled by Canardo. Forbes again. Back to the middle it comes. Farrell again. We're in the 17th minute here in the opening half. 0-0 as Michael Garzi kicks it across field. Taken far side by Apostolopoulos. Down to the corner it goes. Double team down there. Trying to force a corner. Did he get it?
Goal kick.
And it's a goal kick out. It's a good defense that time by City.
Very, very good defense.
2016 CFC Adidas replica jerseys. Or how about checking out the 2016 City FC 13?
Get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. And don't forget, Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. And keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL, the largest soccer league in the country with 29 teams.
And growing.
And
in
growing.
Interest and in size. A premier league in so many respects, Gary. The play on the pitch is terrific and improving. A great fan value. The fan base is growing. It's an exciting place to be.
It is tonight. I like the crowd coming out here tonight.
Nice crowd sitting out in the late afternoon sun, soaking it up, and some in the shade now.
You got to check out the late afternoon sun because Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine over there speaking tonight in Harrisburg, their first night out after getting the nomination for the Democrats. And if you're listening internationally, Democrats in our country, the other party, Donald Trump, of course, Republicans, but First day on the road for Hillary Clinton. I guess started in Philadelphia and going all the way across the state of Pennsylvania, which is a big state this year in the election, stopping in Harrisburg tonight. So she's probably not a mile from here, and Charlie knows that because he walked from his office all the way across because Market Street was all kind of messed up tonight.
I hoofed it because it was faster to walk than to try to drive through the security cordon that was there for the Clinton appearance. And for our out-of-town friends, Gary, the Clinton campaign begins here in central Pennsylvania, as did Bill Clinton in your hometown of York.
He stayed overnight at the Yorktown Hotel.
Very good.
Right there. So, along with a guy named Al Gore and his wife, Tipper, at that point in time, and Hillary Clinton. So, interesting start. Pennsylvania always a hotbed for interest.
And central Pennsylvania, a hotbed and a growing hotbed for soccer, and City FC really trying to pick up on that, become a regional team, in effect, playing some of their home matches down in Lancaster, which is another powerhouse area for local soccer. A lot of talent on the City FC side. So this is a great place to bring a team, build a program, and be part of an exciting new league.
You see the play that they're running right here. Kind of
great set piece.
Oh, good look.
Oh, terrific delivery into the box.
Looked like they had Dante Leverock on the far side. So Leverock on the far side, good. They put it right on where they needed to go. He just didn't quite have the angle, but good look.
And City FC is getting the looks that they want, Gary. This is what we said at the beginning of the broadcast, at the beginning of the match, they wanted to do. Press the action early, test this defense, which has been very effective throughout the season. If they can put one in the net early in the match, it's a very, very different dynamic the rest of the game. So this is exactly what they want to be doing, and they've played it very well. They've had good service into the box, great delivery, a couple of really good balls, and the opportunity to hit the back of the net, and with those opportunities come scores.
I like the addition of Dante Leverock back in the back, and that size is really proving to be big back there. And, of course, you got Shane Johnson on the bench, who's also a big guy, and we know how good he is. So Leverock, just in the 3 games since we've seen him, has been quite an improvement.
They have shifted the lineup a little bit, Gary, over the course of the past couple of matches. One of the reasons, of course, is that the truly big body out there, Aaron Wheeler, is out with injury for a couple of days. I guess now it's run into almost a month. And quite bluntly, they miss him up front. They used him to great effect, one of the top scorers on the team when he went out with injury. And they missed that ability to put it on his head, get those headers real tight in on the goal. And they'll look forward to him coming back.
Yeah, he's had a month off here. He's had an injury and is not available at all right now. But certainly, as you said, Charlie, he occupies a lot of attention and a lot of space, being the big guy he is down there, the leading scorer of the team with 5 goals. However, it's an opportunity for other people to step up, and we're seeing that right now.
And that interior passing game, Gary, is very effective right now for City FC. And here's a ball that if they can catch that, very nicely played. Almost over the end line, but saved in by City. And the interior passing right now is working. They're starting to spread this defense a little bit. They're looking for holes in it, looking for the opportunity to create space on that back line.
McLaws with a throw-in, taken by Burrell down there. Burrell tried to beat him into the spot. Had a battle with the corner, and it's going to go goal kick out for Rochester. I like the aggressiveness, though. And this is a team that you have to say over the last, we saw them 3 games ago, and look a little disjointed in places. And now you're starting to see a little bit of a melding together, a little bit more maturity as a group.
Frankly, Gary, they were lethargic.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to put it. We can put a pretty face on it, but they didn't play their best soccer. Tonight they are. This is a team that can play with anybody, and tonight they're playing with the league champions, the defending champions, and they're playing them moment for moment.
And you watch this Rochester team, and they've got some designs themselves on the upper echelon. Ball's going to be kicked out ahead. They are right now in 5th place. But they are only, they're 11 points out of first, but they're only 6 points out of 3rd place right now. So this is a team that really, pretty big time.
First corner coming up here, Gary. Will be interesting to see how Rochester plays these set pieces. First corner of the game.
So Rochester lines it up. Got to beware the hook right here. It's a good one.
Nice delivery.
Look at Kiesel Broom get out there.
Kiesel Broom got up there.
Great job of just getting that ball out there and punching it out. And bring it back to the near side. Taken there by Ryan Lee James. And then looking out ahead, just a little too far on that lead, and the ball's going to belong to City FC. But give credit to Kiesel Broom for coming out of there and being decisive on getting that ball out away from the net.
Took charge, utilized the height advantage, punched it out, took the play completely away from Rochester.
So a goal kick coming up here as we play our 24th minute of this one. Still lots of time to go here in the first half. In fact, just a little over halfway. Big hit by Broom. Good job by Pettis, but can't quite get position, and it's headed away from him.
And Rochester bringing the ball up on the outside again, using that touchline pretty effectively. But City's still pressing the action, Gary. It looks very good, even on the defensive side of the field right now. They've looked good tonight.
Well, game time had to be somewhere in the high 80s, and I got to think
90 right at game time.
90 at game time. So I got to think tonight that's going to be a factor in this one too.
And you have Foster and Wilson both on the bench, and I'm assuming that Coach Buscher's thought is that he'll bring them in late. You even get cramping problems when you have this much heat and humidity, though it's dying down a little bit. So he's got some offensive threats on the bench that can come in at any moment.
Kiesel Broom, of course, with some pedigree there with the Cosmos last season. Much quicker, sharper passing here, but Bembo on a different page on that one. So the ball was booted across field. Bembo down to the quarter. Here comes Thomas. And then just booting it out of there. Liam Doyle getting up. Watch out for Leverock. All the way down. Broom will get it out. Leverock controls it. Leverock back to Dabo. Dabo off to Thomas. What's been interesting so far is you watch City's attack. It's been north-south. Rochester's generally been east-west.
East-west. They have really, really tried to stretch the defense and thereby create space. City has used the interior passing to great effect, looking for opportunities, and then they've spread the defense a little bit and gotten good delivery into the box. Some real opportunities.
A big high kick. Pettis in there fighting out for it. Pettis going to get called for the push, I think. They're going to call offsides there. So ball quickly put in play by Rochester. Out to the near side it comes to James.
That's a beautiful
ahead.
Ball.
Oh, good defense right there by Doyle to get it away, but it's going to be a corner, number 2.
So much tougher play there, Gary, than it looked. There was a lot of spin on that ball, and that was a beautifully delivered ball and created that opportunity, which now is going to result in a corner kick for Rochester.
Take a look at this again, and you'll see Liam Doyle get down there to really block it away. If we get a chance to see that replay in a second. So the corner kick taken here on the near side of the field. Be put into play by Conardo Forbes. Here he goes. Good serve in there. Wide open on the far side. Nothing. Boy, I'll tell you what, just for a moment, that looked like a clean look.
Yeah, that had danger written all over it, Gary, and thankfully nothing materialized, but that was a open situation. Keeper completely out of position there and could have been real trouble.
So Conardo Forbes heads to the other side, but they'll get another quarter here. He's served 2 in there so far that have been absolutely dynamite. So you see Kiesel Broom making sure everybody's checked, everybody knows what's going on.
Another nice ball.
And there's Broom playing it perfectly. Kiesel Broom so far.
He's looked good tonight, Gary, and over the course of the past couple of games, which we didn't get the opportunity to call, he has apparently been sensational, and only 1 goal against in those 2 matches, and that's been very important to this City FC side. They had given up, previous to that, 7 goals in the previous 2 matches. Simply can't do that at this level and expect to win.
And what's interesting about Broom, the only goal he gave up was after a 2-0 lead. It was late, so doing a really nice job in there right now. And not to take anything away from Nick Noble. And you made a point that, the keepers so many times take the brunt, but, the defense has something to do with that, too.
Yeah, the defense in those two games we saw down at Clipper Stadium, Gary, frankly just didn't look like they wanted to look. And there were breakdowns, there were mental lapses, there were some physical mistakes, but the point always was that the keeper was caught in a position where there was not much that he could do. And that, unfortunately, is what happens when you have those breakdowns on the back line. Players, as I say, going unmarked, and some mental lapses and lack of communication that really cost them in those two matches.
You have a battle down there. It's going to be a goal kick coming out. By the way, I understand we are a Pokemon Go area here tonight.
I saw you playing earlier tonight, Gary. You looked like you were having a lot of fun.
Well, I have not played that yet. I've been doing these crazy things like working. And, I have not had a chance. But apparently, it's hot around the country. I've read about people, I don't know anybody walking to the river here tonight or anything like that, but playing this thing.
It's a social phenomenon, no question about that. I saw as I was walking over here tonight some folks playing it along the sidewalks in downtown Harrisburg.
I must admit to being challenged on some of those things yet. I just haven't taken the time to get involved yet, but I'm sure one of these days when I have nothing else to do, I may give it a look.
But I know you're dying to give it a try.
Oh, I am. Right in the middle of my golf game on Saturdays, I think I'll start doing that. Did that sound like too sarcastic?
Not at all.
No. Has been kind of a cool way, though, for people to start to socialize. I noticed people are getting together with each other and talking with each other, so that's a good thing. I like that. Chase down far side is going to belong to Rochester. As we are almost through the 30th minute right now. Christmas in July night here. Brian, our announcer tonight, had a sweater on before the game, a Christmas sweater. Oh, my heavens. Not for long.
The Yule logs here in the press box.
Brian Kaiser, not for long, I might add. Looked a little rough. This is not a night where you want your scarf on necessarily.
And no chestnuts roasting by an open fire tonight. It's down to 87 degrees here at FNB Field.
But with the wind chill, it's down to 85, so there you go.
Not much wind tonight, Gary. No factor at all in this match.
Yeah, in the spirit of things, I thought I'd throw the wind chill index in instead of the heat. It has been hot around here lately, that's for sure, and the humidity has been oppressive. Last couple of days, at least that's broken.
And that may have some effect late in this match, Gary. It's you get players who have cramping, and quite bluntly, once you start to cramp up, you're basically done. So it may be interesting to see how substitutions are used in the second half.
Really, I don't feel the humidity now. It's sun's starting to go down.
It was pretty tough.
It was oppressive.
Sauna.
There's Forbes, taken there by Thomas, controlled by Dabo, or Bembo rather, and then booted out of there by Doyle, all the way downfield. Dabo kicks it off far side. Be taken over there by Buildup. And Buildup, long kick. He's looking out for Bembo, far side. Can Bembo get to it? Oh, and instead, it's off goal.
I think they're going to have a Harrisburg throw-in.
Should be, and that's one where if you were Ryan Lee James, you wanted to let that go. Fans, have you downloaded the City Islanders app yet? If not, visit the App Store on Apple and Google Play Store on Android devices. The app allows you to watch every City Islanders USL match right from your device, along with live match score updates, player stats, standings, news, and much more. The app will also feature sales on tickets and merchandise only available for app users. It's also free. So if you haven't already, download now. And, of course, get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. And keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. And don't forget also the Pennsylvania Lottery. Win a super prize with a new Wonder Bucks in-start game for the Pennsylvania Lottery. Play for a chance at top prizes of $300,000. Players must be 18 years of age or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Now, this goes to what you said a moment ago, Charlie, that in these hot nights, they actually have a rule where if it hits a certain level, they have water breaks here to make sure that we cut down on the very kind of thing you're talking about, the cramping, and everybody is well hydrated.
I'm an old guy, Gary. We didn't have that when I played. I was like, what the heck is going on? They don't have timeouts in soccer. So when they started heading to the benches, I looked up and it said hydration break. It's actually a great concept. It really is, because you really want to keep these players well hydrated with a lot of liquids in them, because they will cramp up, and it's a real problem when you start to do that. I mean, they'll keep you in the game, they'll pull your toes up and all that kind of stuff, but the fact of the matter is that the first time you exert or jump, you're pretty much done.
It's interesting watching Dabo talking to Doyle coming out. That had to be an interesting conversation. There's Dabo from Senegal talking to Doyle from Scotland, and had to be an interesting conversation there. But yeah, I was reminded of that. It's like there's no crying in baseball, there's no hydration in soccer, but I think you're right. I think it's an absolutely great rule. And, we've learned a lot more about, taking care of people on the field and being preventative and proactive. I think it's a great move.
Yeah, I'm giving up the fact. You were talking about Rochester and Jack Benny before, so I'll talk about the days when they wouldn't let you drink during a game because, of course, you were going to get cramps and die.
Yeah, exactly.
Like going swimming after lunch.
That's kind of going 360, hasn't it?
Yeah, they gave you those little yellow salt tablets instead, which were a great idea, having brine in your stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thanks a lot for that. And now they say, watch the salt. Watch the sugar,
but keep lots of fluids in you. So it's a great concept to have a hydration break. So it'll give us a little stoppage time at the end of this half, but well worth it.
Far side, it just so I believe that's McLaws over there. McLaws said, "Sorry, I kind of missed out on that one." McLaws got a smile and say, "I don't think I read that manual on that pass. I was." Kind of gave a little bit of a smile there. He said, I was down there. And
he was
you were
enjoying
up there.
the moment, yes. A little miscommunication.
Oh, Baril. Oh, it looked like a nice pass.
He had a great
off.
idea there.
Yes, he did. The nice thing about Baril, you're reminded, again, I'll date myself a little bit, with a guy like Larry Bird in basketball, who was always thinking one move ahead and had the ability to redirect a pass. And that's what you're seeing here, is a lot of redirection of passes and knowing just the right kind of spin to put on it, right kind of speed to put on it.
He does that so effectively, Gary, and he is a master at creating space. He uses space exceptionally well, but he also creates a lot of space, and that's the mark of a truly great player.
Well, as a defender, you want to do that. You want to put your man in motion and create space, as you said, and so far they've done a pretty good job with both those areas tonight. I like the aggressiveness on defense.
They have to be pleased with their play thus far. They've done well this match.
Into the 36th minute here. 0-0 on a beautiful night in City Island. Well, look at Canardo Forbes there with some good footwork.
And again, Rochester moving east and west, trying to spread that Harrisburg defense.
Look out.
Good ball into the box, but cleared away with a good header.
Get it out to Bembo right here. Bembo near side. Thomas talks to him. Good communication. Thomas coming down and looking ahead. Now Thomas will swing it himself. Back it comes to Dabo. Dabo a little spin, and now they'll reset. Thomas says, I'll take it back here. Let's see if Liam Doyle can get it to the far side for us. Over to Leverock. Leverock right to the middle. Good pass there to Baril. Baril with a touch off to Warshaw. And then down the far side it goes. And they're looking down there. They got Bulldog.
And they're going to get a corner out of this, Gary. They're looking at that right touch line and looking to push it all the way to the corners on long passes. And the two times that they've effectively got it down there, they've created real opportunities. So they see something on that right touch line.
They were pushing it down to Bulldog that time. And so here's Baril, who's going to put it in play. The first corner of the night now for City FC. Minute number 37 here in the first half. Let's see if they can strike first here with a good serve into the middle. There's the hook. Warshaw got a head on it. Warshaw also got hit in the nose there. Baril checking it on the far corner. He's got Forbes down there pinned in. And then a boot out of there nicely by Bradley Kendall-Fay. Off it comes near side. Bembo over there. Bembo's going to do a little one-on-one work right here. To Warshaw. Back to Dabo. Let's give credit also to Rochester's defense tonight thus far. Although there's been some good entries here by City FC. Off it goes to McLaws. McLaws has to take it away. Good check there. Oh, nice work in the middle.
There's a nice
Here
ball.
comes.
There's a great ball.
Bembo has a look.
And he
Bembo!
got, just wide. From here, the angle looked like he was going to score on that one, Gary, but there was good delivery, a really good ball, and a nice strike.
Bembo did a good job of taking it across the middle here. You'll see him again. Right here, you see the ball get taken away. Beautiful job there in the middle of the field. That was Warshaw taking it away. Then Bembo's got it and gets the turn and just missed again. They've had some good looks on goal so far.
Yeah, that was the opportunity there, Gary. A good steal, ball well delivered. He might want to first time that. You know, again, we're sitting up here second guessing. That's easy to do, but if he had first time that, I think he had the keeper frozen. Might have put it on the back of the net.
Well, it's going to be kicked back to Grinwis. Grinwis, actually, is the way you say that. Oh, and this is not good. Just wide as it kicked down the side, and it's going to go across the touchline. Belongs to City.
And City, through the first 40 minutes of this match, Gary, has pretty much controlled the action. They've used the interior passing in the midfield very effectively. They've spread the Rochester defense, which has been their hallmark all season. They've gotten good scoring opportunities, and if they continue to do that, one of those is going to hit the back of the net.
But Pettis get taken down hard there, and it's going to be long to City FC. Yeah, I think you make a great point, Charlie, that it's much more of a unit effort here tonight. You're seeing much more connectivity, if there is such a word, between the players.
And it may be, Gary, that they just needed to put a couple of matches under their belt with some new personnel in there. When you're bringing new players into these matches, it takes a little while to develop the chemistry that makes things go. This group that they have out there right now is working together exceptionally well.
So here is Barrio. Is he going to try to nail it himself?
Just inside second base.
Here he is. Yeah. Oh,
nice
look.
ball. Nice ball.
And Grimwis manages to get out there and get to it, but the kind of entry you wanted to see there. And he's got a man out there pretty wide with a lot of space to go. Surprised he waited that long to go. Oh, good defense here.
And Harrisburg broke it up.
Harrisburg really looking quick on
Let's
the field
see if they
tonight.
look to that corner again.
Oh, Warshaw dumps off a nice pass.
And they come the other way.
Far side, nobody home. And you're going to see push off here. They're probably going to call Bembo for it. He got the first one. You're going to get a little warning right here. It won't be a card, but a little reminder. I like proactive officiating like that. Where you kind of come over and say, hey, you know, take it easy.
It's the way to call a match, and they've done it tonight pretty well. And officiating over the course of this season, Gary, has been very little to complain about.
Exactly.
Officials have taken charge, called the match their way.
As we mentioned, your referee tonight, Henrik Carlson. You've got assistant referee Rick Rogers, Mark Trialman. Out there tonight, the alternate official, Dustin Killick. So we're moving in there on the end of regulation time in about 4 minutes. Oh, push ahead right here. Bulldog chases it down, far corner.
And again, down on that right touch line, almost into the corner, swings it across.
Belong to City FC on the throw-in.
And we will get some stoppage time tonight, Gary, because of our hydration break. So we'll have to see how many minutes they're willing to put back onto the clock at the end of 45.
Do they use the hydration break as part of the stoppage? I'm not sure about the rule on that, but I just wonder if that's part of stoppage, because if they don't, there's hardly any.
Yeah, there would be very, very little, but I'm guessing that they'll add time because of the hydration break in stoppage. But, yeah, otherwise there'd be hardly any, if any at all.
But McLaws just ran over his guy on the far side that time and gave his team a chance to get back tonight. Those little kinds of plays, too, tonight, giving your team a chance to get back, get a little breath, you know, not have to race all over the place with that heat out there is important. Here you see Cardell Bembo. We're in the 43rd minute of this first half, and this is always danger time. I always get a little antsy during this time watching, as I'm sure most soccer fans do, because it's the moment where I think subconsciously you just kind of let down either team.
And there's the wide.
Oh, and to take away. Look
enough.
at the space up the far side here. They're going to have to regroup a little bit. Pettis gets over fast. Good recovery. Ball taken there by Michael Garzi. Garzi kicks it near side. Out there to Ryan Lee James. James gets a good look at it. And Kieselbroom comes out and takes it nicely. Boy, I like Broom. He's really getting out there and anticipating well.
Very athletic, Gary, and plays the ball well.
Speaking of Broom, he came in tonight, and Patrice Pettis, who's the media person here, was in marketing. He came walking in to go into the locker room, and she said, "Hey, Kiesel, next time you come in, why don't you wear long sleeves and long pants?" He had on these long sleeves and long pants, and it was like 92 degrees out there. And he goes, "Okay." I don't know if he ever really got the joke, but it was just,
that Christmas in July motif.
Well, maybe
he wanted to play along.
He was playing it to the hilt. Yeah, there you go. Ball head. Nice,
nice heel pass there, but unfortunately nobody at home.
Looking off to Pettis that time, and I don't think Pettis really knew it was coming for sure. But yeah, he was smiling. He said, "Yeah, it's okay." So ball taken off near side here. Back it comes to Ryan Lee James. Ahead it goes. Good double team there. Back to James. He'll swing it back, and they'll reset again and swing it all the way back out east-west one more time.
Final minute of regulation here in the first half, Gary, and Rochester in no particular hurry.
No, there's no sense of urgency right now. I would think tonight, too. Oh, here we go. Got a little action going on there. Baril says, "Hey, you want to play a little one-on-one?" Here's Forbes. Forbes swings it all the way far side. They got a little room over here. Look at Thomas. And I think you're going to get a call here on Gold. And it's going to be, give credit to Thomas for forcing that play. What a great job he did of coming all the way across the field.
He really did. Great hustle on the part of Thomas, and he picks up the foul. And
I think James was just in the wrong place at the wrong time there. I don't think there was anything tried. It just was a matter of couldn't get out of the way.
Let's see how much stoppage we're going to get. 2 minutes of stoppage
all right,
here, Gary.
There you go. Liam Doyle boots it all the way downfield, looking for Pettis. Up in the air it goes. And taken there by Grinwis. Been a well-played first half, clean first half.
And one basically controlled by City FC. They've had good opportunities. They've created them for themselves. They have a lot to be happy about from their performance here in the first half, Gary.
And they've not let any, and knock on grass right now, they've not let any real good north-south kinds of shots go so far. They've had a few corners that have been a little dangerous. But outside of that, nothing hard here.
No.
They've kept this team looking sideways. Here it comes. Leverock. Nice choice there. Oh.
I'm not sure that Rochester had any true shots on goal tonight, Gary. I'd have to recollect, but I don't remember any real shots on goal tonight.
They had the one little turnaround here, caught the outside of the net, but it wasn't really a great shot on goal, and that was about the only one I remember. So ball comes near side again to James.
And meanwhile, City FC has put several on frame and one
off the frame.
Off the frame.
Yeah. Here's Forbes. Again, dangerous time here. Don't want to break down anything. Keep with that same mentality. There you saw what looked like might be a cramp there on Forbes. Down far corner it goes all the way across the line. Or does it? Chase it down that far corner. And, the one thing you can see right now is this team playing all the way to the half. I mean, there's no letdown here. We've seen a couple times where it was a little almost like, okay, what time is it? Not tonight. You got to think Bill Betcher is the reason for that.
And he has to, again, I sound like a broken record, but he has to be very pleased with his side's play tonight. They've done very well here in the first half and accomplished his game plan. I mean, whatever the things they were looking to do tonight coming into this match, they've pretty well accomplished them here in the first half.
And there you go. And it's halftime, and it's nothing here in a well-played match. Bob Lilly, of course, the coach on the other side, and not the one for the Dallas Cowboys, but
a well-known Central Pennsylvania player.
There you go. So nothing here at the half at FMB Field. A well-played first half. City FC showing some real positive stuff. They're going to head to the locker room. We'll take a break as well. We'll come back. We'll give you some highlights and some statistics here. I'll spit that out eventually. When we come back here on Invicta. Nothing at the half here in a USL matchup tonight. It's Harrisburg and Rochester. Back with more after this.
Harrisburg all stretched out to the middle. Back to
Woke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo forwards. That's it! Rochester
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
The diagonal ball, look out. Onside, it's in the back of the net. Goal, Harrisburg City Islanders. Harrisburg City Islanders storm the field. They have pulled off the improbable.
Right side, nice ball. You got Wilson. There it is. Wilson chipping it in. He's got it. Oh, and a little back foot to go with it, huh?
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Welcome back. We're at the half here at FMB Field, where it is 0-0. City FC played an outstanding first half. Rochester Rhinos, the defending champions of the league. And Charlie Giroux here with us. And Charlie, you got to look at this first half and feel really good, as you said, if you're Bill Betcher and also the City FC team, because this team has really gelled a lot over the last 3 games.
A very different team than the one we saw just a couple of weeks ago in their last homestand, Gary. Good chemistry is the way I could describe the play in the first half. They pressed the attack. They stretched the Rochester defense. They got some really good shots on goal. And if they continue to play that way, those opportunities are going to materialize.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights here of the first half as City FC pretty much controlled the quality of the shots. You'll see one of them coming up right here to Bembo. Look at this, and just getting a chance. Took kind of a bad hop on him, or as we might say, a Baltimore chop. And then we get it back to the middle, another headshot right there, and Leverock getting a chance. And then a good takeaway here by McLaws. Kicks it on over, and watch Bembo. He gets turned, has a look, just to the right side of the pole. And then one more time, put it in here. They touch it off from Barreal, and Barreal puts his hands over his head and says, I could have been a contender. There it was. James for Rochester gets it back out here. You're going to see a good long hit far side the head and then just missing that really not a quality shot. And so when you talk about just those highlights right there, the quality shots gotten by FC compared to that of Rochester, it's not even on the same wavelength.
No, City clearly controlled the action, had the superior number of real shots, and created opportunities and space consistently.
One other point, too, that we wanted to talk about, we mentioned this throughout the first half, Charlie, is City FC's defense had Rochester going east-west most of the first half, did not get any point-blank north-south shots, whereas City was getting inside kind of the ranks of Rochester and doing a pretty good job of starting to get some hookup passes there to get some of those good shots you saw in the highlights.
Rochester's defense has been their bread and butter all season, and City FC, the Harrisburg side, really stretched it tonight, created a lot of space, and with it, scoring opportunities.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with your stats and get ready for the second half here at FMB Field. It's USL Soccer, City FC, Harrisburg, the City Islanders, nothing. Rochester Rhinos, nothing. Back with more on Invicta.
Harrisburg all stretched out to the middle.
There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo forwards.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
The diagonal ball, look out. Onside, it's in the back of the net. Goal, Harrisburg City Islanders. The Harrisburg City Islanders storm the field. They have pulled off the improbable.
Right side, nice ball. You got Wilson. There it is. Wilson chipping it in. He's got it. Oh, and a little back foot to go with it, huh?
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Welcome back to FMB Field here at the half as the City Islanders, City FC as we like to call them, 0-0 with the Rochester Rhinos, the defending champions from last year's 2015 campaign. Your stats at the half, unofficially, City FC with 4 shots here at the half. And we're checking in with Ron right now, and we're going to see what those stats are right here. So at the half, your stats look like this. Shots by period, it was 5-2 City FC over Rochester. I'm almost a little surprised they had 2 good shots. And then also in the corner kicks, 3-1 Rochester in corner kicks over Harrisburg City FC. Only 1 yellow so far, and that was on Thomas there in the first half. And there were actually 2, 1 against Thomas and 1 against also against Rochester. So that's your halftime stats right now. And we're going to get ready to start the second half here in just a moment. Good crowd out here tonight. Beautiful evening, lots of breeze here at the moment. It's very pleasant. It's gotten much cooler here throughout the course of the game. Cooler than it was anyway, we'll say that. Gary Sutton, Charlie Drew back up here on the deck right now. And Charlie, you liked what you saw in the first half, but to really give a gift to yourself and make a Christmas in July here in the second half, you got to cast some of those shots in.
1 on the back of the net, Gary. I think that's really all it's going to take tonight to be clear about the way the game's been played thus far. The Rochester defense has been very, very strong all year. I think they've only given up 17 goals all season, but Harrisburg has tested them tonight.
5-2 in the first half on shots on goal, as Harrisburg's going to control it over here near side with McLaws. And you see Mohamed Dabo getting it ahead, just missing his man downfield, who was Baril. See if we have any changes here to start the second half. Beautiful night here for soccer. Lots of great groups out here tonight. The AC Volcanoes, the HMS Soccer Club, Susquehanna Soccer Group, fall out in front of the goal. And there's Kiesel Rubin says, I'll take that very much, and we'll get it out of here. And the Tri-Valley Youth Soccer Club and the Susquehanna Soccer Club. So lots of kids here tonight, lots of coaches and teams, lots of fun.
A good crowd enjoying the action here at FNB Field, Gary.
So ball taken down to the correct end as Pettis is going to watch it go across the touchline and will belong to Rochester, picked up there by Bradley Kendom-Fay.
Nicely delivered ball, but nobody there, Gary.
Nope, not at all. And right across the touchline, no. Thomas says, I'll just get it back up and play here. Thank you very much. So over to the near side it comes to Buildup. And the ball is going to go off. Rochester will remain with City FC, as you see Sean McLaws coming over to throw it in play. He's got Warshaw. Warshaw pointing out ahead and said, throw it to me. McLaws, of course, Warshaw, of course, one of the 4 local guys. Look at this. And there you're going to get your first corner to start the second half. Nice job there. Was that Thomas coming over far side again, forcing the play?
It was.
You got Danny DePrima. You've got Bobby Warshaw.
All homegrown talent here in Central Pennsylvania, Gary. Something that the City FC side has worked kind of hard to establish and develop, and it's worked for them.
Shane Campbell from York, and you've also got Brett Jankowskis from Palmyra. So 4 guys. Ball gets headed back out. There might be another.
Maybe another corner.
Another corner kick for the City Islanders.
So now you're going to be tied up in quarter kicks for the game here.
For all your soccer needs, take a little soccer corner.
For real, with some stylish shoes on there tonight. I'm not quite sure what you call that color. That wasn't in my Crayola box. Here's high look. Headed out. And then a shot right at it. Dabo had it, and they're going to kick it all the way out here, but there's Thomas all ready to play it.
Indoor, yes.
Oh, a nice job running out there by Adam Grinwis.
over 60 years. Musselman's has a
No problem in knowing where Grinwis is anytime. Just look down there and you see that wild green. This does not look good here.
6 ounce big cups and 24 over 48 ounces.
Good recovery by Thomas to mark at that particular point.
Musselman's applesauce.
You know, one goal in this game is going to look pretty good, although you got to think, again, the fatigue factor late is going to be something to talk about.
Conditioning is going to play a key role in this match late, Gary,
Yep.
and whether or not there's any cramping. They did have a hydration break in the first half. Doubtful that they'll do it here in the second, but the heat and humidity will take a toll late in this match.
Now, again, what we're feeling up here maybe isn't what they're feeling down there a little bit. The field is closed in pretty well, and so we'll see what the officials say. They use that, what is that called, a globe or something, heat globe before the game, and determine whether or not they need that water break, the hydration break. Claus has it back to Bullduck. There's Doyle in the back. Doyle takes it off far side. And the ball's going to be off. Oh, looked like it was going to be off goal, but it must have already been out. So the ball's going to be in play here, thrown in play by McLaws. Bounces away downfield. Pettis tried to track it down, and it's going to be pushed out of bounds. It should be, look like for a moment Pettis might have earned a corner, but it's going to be a goal kick coming out of there. So Grinwis will boot it on out as we cross the 50-minute mark. Nothing in this one. A well-played game, and two teams that have goals on their mind. One moving up to the 8th place, and one maybe moving up to the 3rd eventually here. But you really see a new desire, I think, tonight from this team that maybe was missing down in Lancaster Clipper Magazine.
A little more desire, Gary, and I think some good chemistry. Sometimes just having players in matches together, letting things gel a little bit, using the talents and abilities in a way that mash up well. You're seeing that tonight.
Forbes is going to get his 4th corner kick of the night, though, here. As he heads off to the far corner. Canardo Forbes out of Kingston, Jamaica. Played for the Rochester Rhinos for a while. In fact, the crux of the championship team is still there from last year. Good move by Forbes. Headed up in the air, nothing going on. Thomas chasing it down, and Thomas boots it high and still inbounds. Fighting down the quarter for it, but another ball high. Here comes Broom, and Broom takes it. Good job by Kiesel Broom of getting in on that one. McLaws looking to the middle, has Pettis. Pettis goes down, pushed from behind, going to be City's ball. Now, it was interesting to watch Wall Fall come over there and talk to Pettis. Like he said, you're faking it. Pettis says, I don't think so. There you saw Garrett Pettis earning the ball for his team. Pettis may want to be one of the more physical players that I think the City FC team has.
No question about that, Gary. Good-sized player and very physical, and that time he picked up the foul and a free kick.
And they came that far side again you were talking about in the first half, Charlie, with that long kick across from Doyle.
Still looking to play that. Rochester, Gary, coming in here tonight, their 3rd match in a road trip. First 2 ended in draws, so they're clearly looking to pick up some points. But this may be a situation where Harrisburg can wear them down a little bit in the heat and humidity and the fact that they've been on the road for 3 straight matches.
Right. Oh, here's Burrell. He's got a little room to move, and it was taken away right at the last second.
Yeah, nice tackle there to save Burrell from really messing things up for Rochester.
There's Leverock again. I like the way Leverock's played. A lot of energy back there.
It's been the mainstay of the defense tonight for Harrisburg.
And remember, you still have Shane Johnson over there, who's an outstanding defensive player. You got a lot of firepower left on the bench. Look out here. And Leverock, again, has been rock solid. You know, I watched Leverock the first time over at Clipper Magazine. It looked to me like he had happy feet. Tonight, he looks very, very at ease. And again, that talks about what you mentioned earlier. Maybe we're seeing a lot more maturity and just kind of feeling your place in the lineup there as far as work with the other guys.
Yeah, very different side tonight than the one we saw in Lancaster just a couple of weeks ago, Gary. And Coach Betcher has to be happy with what he's seen thus far. And the second half looks like a continuation of what they were doing in the first. Didn't change the game plan much, didn't change the personnel. And so they're going to stick with what was working.
Ethel Broom will roll right out there.
5-3-8-6. 1-1-0.
Little pitch and catch right here now with Broom, and Broom hits a low line shot.
Winner of the City Islanders signed jersey, courtesy of South District Derby, is ticket 1-1-0-6-0-0-3.
Oh, this could be a little shaky right here. Good job by Broom of getting that away. That was a little chancy for the moment.
Was a little chancy, and that's the thing, Gary, that has hurt them throughout this season is those momentary lapses when they fall into situations where they're a little chancy.
Only takes one bad decision and it costs you a goal. Good track down there. Look out. Oh, and I'll tell you what.
That had danger written all over it.
Santos got that ball centered right to the middle, and it looked to me like Valesky was coming straight on through to hit that one. Take a look at this again. DeSantos has it near side. It doesn't look like it's going to be all that dangerous. All of a sudden, DeSantos gets it where he can turn. And watch this. Boom. And then straight on through. And great effort there by Valesky.
Well delivered, and a good header would have scored there.
Valesky saw number 7 written all over it. Broom was coming out to play it. And Broom may have cut the angle there a little bit, too. Get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. And don't forget that name, Nike. It's a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. And keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com. Can't do all that. .com for everything you need to know about the USL. And speaking of following us, you have that app. If you haven't downloaded the City Islanders app yet, do it. It's the app allows you to watch every City Islanders USL matchup right from your own device, the mobile device you have, with live match score updates, player stats, standings, news, and much more. And the app will also feature sales of tickets and merchandise only available for app users. It's also free, so if you haven't already, download now. And don't forget, win a super prize with the new Wonder Bucks, and we'll talk about that in a second. A little pressure down here in the corner by Rochester. Trying to get it out of there. Another dangerous moment coming up here. Look out. And then a swing, getting the ball upfield across the touchline. So ball belongs to City FC. I'm not sure the Rochester guy, Bradley.
He might have had a different opinion, Gary.
Bradley Camoon says, I thought that was ours. Referee said maybe less yesterday and maybe tomorrow night, but not tonight. Hey, you can win a super prize with the new Wonder Bucks Instant Game from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Play for a chance at top prizes of $300,000. Players must be 18 years of age or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every single day. Gary Sutton, Charlie Giroux up here on the deck with you as City has the ball down in the far corner right now in the 58th minute of this match. And it is 0-0. It's been well played. Two teams played great defense tonight. City having the better of it in terms of shots on goal, and they're trying to get one right here. Kicking it across the touchline is Rochester, but you feel City really applying the pressure right now.
They've been bringing the pressure, Gary. They've created some space. They're penetrating the defense little bit by little bit, looking for holes and just pecking away.
Bareil's got it right there at the corner. Bareil trying to make his way through, has to take it away. Then kicked back into Grinwis, and I don't know that Grinwis was all that excited about getting that one kicked back to him. City only 5 points out of the 8th spot. They actually have a chance right now. And there you have, look out. there you had a dangerous moment, and Kiesel Broom found himself in no man's land for a second.
Yeah, and again, Gary, those are those little dangerous moments, momentary breakdown on the back line. Those create dangerous situations.
And again, it was Valesky trying to get in there and get that 7th goal. He is dangerous. Valesky had a 2-game scoring streak broken in this last tie that they had. It's been pretty consistent throughout the course of this season. There's Thomas. Gets it off near side to McLaws. McLaws swings it, nobody home. And then pushed out ahead again, taken there one more time by McLaws. McLaws fighting his way through. Back it comes to Buildup. Back to the middle. Oh, they had a good chance to hook up right there with Barreal. And there's Thomas. Nice move by Thomas. A little 360 move there to control the ball.
And City continuing to press the action, coming out again on this touchline.
There was Dabo.
Try to work this corner.
Oh, and a good look. Maybe just a step too late there. McLaws is shaking his head. He says, yep, I should have centered it earlier.
Big throw in for City here.
Can become almost like a corner if it's done in a certain way. I don't see anybody doing all these runs and somersaults anymore with the side with the throw-ins, do you?
You don't. The flip throw was very, very popular there for a while, and you could get a lot of inertia and momentum behind the throw and, put it halfway across the field, but you don't see it much.
So we just crossed 60 minutes. And it is 0-0 still as City continues to press the action. You've really seen the formation stay pretty pure tonight so far in that back line.
You have.
Cross field.
There's trouble.
And just wide.
Corner kick for Rochester. Pennsylvania Pension
I put the announcer's curse on him there just about the time I said it. Hasn't changed at all. There it was. And they're going to bring it down to the corner. This will be the 5th corner kick of the night now for Rochester to 3 for City. So another big bullet to dodge right here. Kiesel Broom has been stellar tonight in the net. This is one of those you can see a hook to the far corner. Oh, man, Kiesel Broom just did a great job of whacking that out. There comes right back at him, and Broom has it covered.
Broom is very athletic, very rangy. He takes charge, and he has done yeoman service back here in the net past couple of matches. And again tonight, Gary, he's looked very, very good.
He had that one indecisive play here a moment ago. Didn't cost him, but he has been very decisive throughout the course of the evening from where I'm looking. Tell you what, he's got that ability. It's that low line drive. It really just hangs forever. It's like a frozen rope.
A worm burner.
There you go.
You're going to win a City Under scarf and win a pair of tickets during the USL home match. It'll be to our winner tonight. Good luck.
Here it is. Back it comes. This is
a
not
good.
good.
Through ball, and this is tough.
Good job again by Broom getting out of there. It's a big save. Wow. Give Kiesel Broom a credit there. He needs his defense back again. He's got a man down in the field right now. And here it is again, 1-on-1. 2 straight. And Broom, give him credit.
Broom, the man of the hour, Gary, has looked very, very good in net tonight. Took that last play completely away. Gonna have a little stoppage here because of an injury on the Rochester side. But Broom with 2 really excellent plays. The first one really spectacular.
Both mano a mano. I'll tell you what, his defense was not there with him. I mean, he was the last line.
He was it. The only thing between Rochester and the goal was Broom, and he stood up tall. Kiesel Broom. Here you go, Gary.
Santos down on the field. Take a look at this, Charlie. Take us through it. See how far up the defense is playing. Now watch this. One kick, and they're behind him. Look at that. Broom with a great choice to come out. Perfectly legal play.
Perfectly legal. Came out, again, took the action to Rochester. Instead of staying back, came out, didn't cut off the angle, made the tackle himself, and saved the day. Because that was a very, very good through ball. Almost looked like he was offside. He was breaking with the pass, but the through ball was delivered perfectly. But for Kiesel Broom, you have back of the net for Rochester.
Stephen Umberto Fortes dos Santo is his name. And he likes to be called Steve. DeSantos out of Mindelo, Cape Verde. His nationality, Cape Verde. So another part of the world heard from, and we hope that he's okay getting out there, obviously. So City FC has it again, and tell you what, if they can score and win this tonight, you'll remember those two plays back-to-back right there by Kiesel Broom.
Yes, indeed.
So the ball's going to belong to City down in the far corner, I think, as we are now in the 64th minute exactly. It's been a very enjoyable game tonight. And, as we said, good turnout here this evening, and just a gorgeous night. I tell you, City Island, when you travel around here, is just a wonderful venue to come and watch a soccer match.
It couldn't be any better, Gary. No. And a little set piece here for City FC now. Rochester setting up a small wall at the corner of the box. This is a real opportunity for City.
And you see some players warming up over on the far side for both teams right now. So you may see some changes coming up here somewhere maybe in the 65 to 70 minute mark. Hard flash right out in front.
Well delivered.
There it is again. Booming in front of the cage. And, one more time. Oh, and a great job at defense. And we're going to have a little mix-up down there. Victor Pettis make that, make that Garrett Pettis in the middle of that. Now little chatting going on. But now you sort this all out if you're the officials here for the moment.
Going to be interesting to see how they do sort it out, Gary. It looked to me like the foul was on Rochester, but maybe that's a homer advantage.
Now, Garrett Pettis looks like he's kind of explaining a case there, like I didn't do something. I'm going to wait and see right now. Let's see what we got going on here, Charlie. And there's Thomas with a look. Here's Pettis coming in from behind, and Pettis just took it away. There wasn't. He may have stepped on a foot there, and then Pettis.
I don't see what the problem is there. I really don't.
Yeah, what he's doing is he walked over. He said, "You're faking it." That's exactly what he did. He went over and said, "You're faking it. I never stepped on you. I took the ball away." And I think Pettis has got himself a pretty good case.
Sure looked that way on the instant replay.
Yes, it did. Now, obviously, the officials don't have that advantage down there, but that was an Oscar.
Still pleading his case.
Yep. And Thomas is down there adding to it a little bit. But it is what it is. And here's another long hit downfield. Doyle's going to head it. Bring it over to McLaws. McLaws to Pettis. Ball being kept in bounds. Good job there. Picked up by Turgot. And Turgot with a little push. Ball belonged to City. Get a little chippy right now. At least
few words being exchanged out on the pitch.
Baril. Far side it goes, and there's that move again we were talking about. And not able to control it. Now it's going to be Rochester running it down that far side. And just leading a little too far across the touchline.
A little too much, but pretty clear what they were trying to do there, Gary. Both sides working the touchline now.
Minutes running by quickly. You take a look right here. Again, there's that touch ahead. Another dangerous moment. Good job by Leverock of forcing it, but it's going to be a corner kick. That'll be corner kick number 6 for Rochester.
Rochester really trying to split those defensive backs there, Gary. The two center fullbacks are being picked on little by little, trying to separate them, split them. Turns into a corner here for Rochester, another set piece.
And in those two saves that Broom had, you saw exactly that happening. Flat look right there. Good job by Thomas, just booting it away. Thomas says the next one you can throw in from over there.
Yeah,
but you're
I don't think that's what he wanted.
Yeah. Pretty low corner that time. A little surprised at what they were trying to get done there.
That wasn't what he was looking for.
You get a long throw. Another good head out. Pettis taken down from behind. No call by the official. Barreal's going to get pushed out of there. That will be a call. Tell you, the officials are letting them play tonight. They've been going right through, doing a good job of being pretty equal both ways.
And a relatively clean match. A little bit of pushing and shoving here and there, but that's part of the game anymore. And a few words being exchanged here more recently, but you expect that as the match wears on.
So Jankowskis is into the game now for Pettis. Jankowskis, who's coming off a big win with a goal here the other night, actually last Thursday, where he had the lone goal in the second half. It got the 1-0 victory against Bethlehem Steel last Thursday evening at Goodman Stadium. It was off a free kick by that he got that goal. Actually, it was a cross last week. Forgive me, not a free kick. A cross from Cardell Bembo from the right, and Jankowskis finished it off, and the goal proved decisive as the City FC took the road victory over Bethlehem Steel.
It stood up, Gary, and that's the key, and we've been looking for it tonight. See what he can do.
Well, what Jankowskis brings in here, too, is a little bit more of that size we talk about. Here's a high look. Oh, a good hustle over there by McLaws to head that one out. And it's going to be a goal kick.
It's going to be a goal kick coming out.
Boy, what a battle down there with McLaws. Looks like Dos Santos back in there. Steven Dos Santos, without all the extra names that we should be pronouncing, right?
Steven, isn't that what he likes to be called?
Call me Steve.
Another foul here on the Rochester side. Gary, a little opportunity for Harrisburg to make something happen here in the midfield.
Bulldog with some pretty good footwork right here, but take it away at the end. And now you got some numbers if you want to come. Rochester, as the defense retreats for City. Ball's controlled there in the middle of the field by Dos Santos. A little hold there by Bulldog running on by, and now right in the middle of the field again. Garzi with the control, and now taken away one more time. And here comes City. Warshaw trying to push it on ahead. Good hustle on the far side, but they're going to call a push, I believe, on Bulldog. On Jankowskis, rather.
And they take it quickly and come back out to this touch line, Gary, which they've been trying to work.
There's Bradley Camden out in front again. Good head out of there. One more time. Kick it out of there to Barreal. Barreal's going to control it. Can Barreal get it loose? Pushes it far side. Chase down over there. Oh, Thomas with some good work there. Thomas up the field, carrying it a long way. Thomas trying to push it ahead, taken back there by Rochester, or is it? It's across the touchline. One of the things I've noticed tonight, Charlie, and you can tell me I'm full of hot air here if you'd like, but it looks to me like the transition has been much quicker and much more organized tonight from City.
It has, and there could be a variety of reasons for that, Gary, but let's just let it stand that it has been, and it has helped them a lot. It's picked up their game. They're a very, very different team tonight, a very different side than they have been in recent matches. Got a lot to be happy about tonight. See if they can put one in the net and pick up 3 instead of just a tie or a draw.
You just have the feeling that if they could break through in one of these games, we've seen a bunch of these games this year that have been Heartbreak City at the end. And they've been there, and all of a sudden, boom, something gets through. Tonight, you just kind of have that feeling there's a breakthrough moment coming up.
They've been the ones knocking on the door tonight, Gary.
Yeah.
If it opens just once, I think you correctly said early in the match, one goal probably wins it tonight.
There's
a nice ball.
Hook to the middle, good defense getting out of there. Again, you're looking at a defense here. It's only given up 17 goals all season long. That's pretty darn good.
That was a nice shot.
And just a little high. I'll tell you what, had Grin was crawling the ladder to try to get it.
And that was a laser, Gary. That was a good shot, looking at the upper right-hand corner, just a little bit over the bar.
You see Grin was kind of going, yeah, Barreal.
183. That's D, 23-183. Please take your winning ticket.
Oh, and there's that long kick ahead again, and you saw Valesky down there, who is the scorer, just kind of shaking his head. Push it far side. Swing it again. And now the long kick downfield by Doyle. A big boomer up there. Look out. And Broom's going to get the benefit of the high bounce. The one guy can put his hands on it at that point. As we move into the 75th minute of this match. Boy, you can feel the drama building, can't you?
You really can.
It's a big, big match tonight for both these clubs, but particularly for City.
Here's an opportunity.
And they're just knocking. You can just knock on the door. One more knock is what you want. You want the door to open. Here it comes. City's going to retreat, get the ball back, and go again.
City pressing the attack, looking to create space, chipping away, trying to spread the defense, looking for the opportunity to split those two middle defenders.
And playing great defense. I mean, really great defense tonight. Had a couple little breakdowns in the back, but Kieselbroom has erased those. And dare I say, Jim Craig style. The old
fair enough
1980 ice hockey
coming
days,
into
right?
the Olympics next week. That's an appropriate metaphor.
Thought we might throw that in there. You feel the fans here kind of sitting on their hands right now. They're kind of, this is an anticipatory kind of feeling here at this place.
Yeah, the fans are into it. They're looking for a W.
Here goes just a little breakdown right here. You got some space to run. This is not where you want to be. Back to the middle it comes. Good take it there by Thomas. And then booting it out of there is Bembo. Right here's one of those moments where you see a lot of space, though, on the defense that we've seen a few times this season. Taken there in the middle by Forbes.
Yeah, you just want to see him mark up a little bit more, Gary, because you're right. That space turns into trouble.
See what I mean? Right here. Back to the middle it comes, and a slide. Not really able to get it out of there. And again, it's wide open here as Rochester's going to control it. A lot of slips. I'm going to start getting this back on the other side. Forbes controlling it right in the middle of the field. He's played a great game here for Rochester. And then booting it out of there is City FC. The problem right now for City is they're kicking it out of there, but there's nothing after it. Nobody's able to really do very much. They'll kick it across the touchline here.
Yeah, Rochester's pressing here a little bit, Gary, and the City defense is responding, but you're correct. They're not turning it into opportunities on the offensive end. They're playing very cautiously right now. They need to press the attack again. That's what made their early game successful.
Here comes Paul Wilson for Bembo now, as Bembo's going to check out. Wilson comes in.
As we suspected he would. He is a spark plug when he's doing his thing. He is electrifying. This could be what Harrisburg's been looking for.
Good head out of there by Liam Doyle.
In the 70th minute, entering the game for Rochester, number 4, Sean Torch. He replaces number 29, Soyoung Terju. Entering the game for the City Islanders, number 10, Paul Wilson.
Sean Torch is in there also, number 4 for Rochester. And Paul Wilson is a guy that's like a whirling dervish out there in the middle of the field when he gets going. He has 4 goals for the season, 3 assists. Oh, this isn't a good place. Far side and no one home, and I'll tell you what, that just did not look good for the time he got it.
Very fortunate there for City FC, Gary, because that was a complete breakdown on this side. The defense just completely broke down. There was nothing that the keeper could do on that. He cut the angle down as best he could. Thankfully, the ball went wide. Take a look.
Take a look at this again. I mean, this didn't look good for the time it came over there. Watch this. Here it comes. Wide open this side. He's got it. And you saw Wilson coming in there, and they're behind the defensive line again. And what's interesting, the weak side defensive line's got to get back more toward the net there and make sure they cover that up.
They've got to mark up. They just have these little momentary lapses, Gary, that have cost them all season. And there was one that thankfully did not cost them.
Here you are again. Deadly time. I mean, right now, I mean, it's just
wanted to let you pick that up. But it's, again, exactly what we've been talking about here for the last 4 or 5 minutes. And City really has an opportunity here in the final 10 minutes of this match to press the attack, to do the things they were doing earlier in the game that will make a successful night for them. And if they don't, they walk out of here again unhappy and disappointed.
You've got to make sure that you sustain what you've had the whole time, which has been that good back line play. You can see, and again, it's hot down there. Can the fatigue be setting in right now? That's a question.
No doubt. But that's why you're
substituting.
I mean, the fatigue factor is the same for both sides.
But look at the spacing and the kind of passes they're getting right now. You didn't see these earlier. You saw a lot of clamping down on them. Wide open, and missed again. And Valesky had it dead on.
And you just heard groans from the crowd here, Gary. That's the kind of breakdown that you just cannot allow to happen.
And actually, I gave credit to Valesky there, and I think we're going to see who that was on the shot. I think that was Garzi, actually. It had the look that time, but Garzi just flat out missed it.
Point blank.
So into the contest now, and you're seeing all kinds. It's like a revolving door over there now for players coming in. And again, you got to think Samuels into the game.
Both sides bringing in quick strike players, Gary, guys that can make it happen offensively very, very quickly, and we'll see what it does.
Here it is again. Asani Samuels in there. Pitch ahead. Broom's got it. I'm telling you what, living on the edge right now, City. What we said earlier about the east-west has turned into north-south in a hurry. Mostly north. And frankly, City looks like they're fatigued here at the moment. You don't see the same spark there, obviously. We're in the 81st minute of this one. Another long kick downfield. That's what Rochester seems to be living off of. Long kick and then athletically just run out.
And the athleticism that they have up front, Gary, is allowing them to split those center defenders, and that's where they've been attacking, right down the middle. They've gotten good shots. Thankfully, they've not been on frame. I mean, and a couple of those were just plain flat-out misses.
We've not seen any of that in the first half, and they've really not mounted an attack here for the last 3 minutes. Ball far side.
Called for a handball there, and I think he had a legitimate complaint, Gary. That looked like it was off the wrist of the defender.
So we're in the 82nd minute, almost finishing that up, almost entering the 83rd now as the time starts to become a factor. Is there a goal in the future of City FC tonight? Take a look here again. Let's see if there's a handball here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Here we are back to live action now. Booted up field by City. Oh, and here you got something going on right here for a moment. Touch it across. Couldn't get Wilson on the inside track. And what you're getting right now is offensively, Rochester's kind of doing what they can do. Listening to our producer here in the background. Here it comes to Wilson. Wilson, near side. Got McLaws over there. McLaws trying to bring it down near side. Here the fans kind of getting into this thing now a little bit more. Back to Wilson it comes. Wilson looking for something in the middle. It's being closed down right now by that defense. Leverock pushes out ahead. Nothing home at all.
Don't let the fun stop after the final whistle. Stop by Mulligan's downtown for the post-game party tonight. Enjoy food and drink specials all night long.
Nice job there defensively by Doyle to get that away. There's some of the young fans out here enjoying themselves tonight.
Having a ball. Their horns and noisemakers and enjoying the beautiful weather.
I like the shirt there the young lady had on. Small town girl, and Barreal out of the game.
Number 7, Josh Hughes.
So Josh Hughes in for Barreal.
That's an interesting substitution, Gary. There's got to be some reason for that.
I wonder if there's just nothing left in the tank.
Maybe it.
And that ball going off the top of the net.
Corner kick,
And it's going to be a corner kick for Rochester. Corner kick number 7. 7-3 in corner kicks tonight.
1,923. The city
1,923, the announced attendance here tonight. Good turnout this evening. Almost 2,000 on a warm, sultry night here. And here comes Forbes. High kick, looking for the head. It's going to be missed, and it's going to belong to City FC.
Goal kick for the City Islanders.
Dos Santos trying to get his head on that one and not able to do it. You can see the disappointment on his visage.
Under 5 minutes left in regulation, Gary, and relatively little stoppage time, we suspect, at the end of regulation. City really with one final big opportunity here to press the attack, create some space, see if they can penetrate that defensive back line.
Here they come, and just kicked away at the last moment. Let's see if they get it back and reorganize. Going to swing it back over here near side to Leverock. Leverock's down the middle to Wilson. Wilson going to try to go with it a little bit. Off it comes to Warshaw. Warshaw swings near side. He's got McLaws at home there. McLaws trying to control it, being checked hard. And then Leverock again. Good swing there, and great defense down on the other end by Wall Fall. And they're going to get a takedown here in the middle of the field, and probably a card. Yellow card comes out, and it's going to be against Leverock. Not greeted as kindly as the officials would probably like. So you get a direct restart here. Take a look at it right here, and Leverock. Now he put those spikes up, and that'll do it. Headshot, it's in. Far side.
Gary.
Headshot far side, and it's just into the game, Sean Tush. Sean Tush just into the game a moment ago at the 87 mark, scores the goal. With another cross. And here you see the cross. Beautiful cross by Candom. And then Tush right there heads it back to the far corner.
And not well marked on that play, Gary. If you watch, he comes in. The defender is behind him. Great header.
Broom was in a pretty
and
good place. Well, and this header had some velocity going to the far side. I mean, that was really a hard athletic play.
Broom came out to cut the angle off, took the near post, and played it well, but
nobody on the backside.
Nobody on the backside.
So they close in now on 2 minutes to go in regulation time, and boy, it's just a heartbreaker. And we've seen this film before.
3 minutes in regulation, and there it is.
Yep. The 87-minute mark into this game, and what has been a really great game. So Grimace out there to get on top of it. He'll be in no hurry here to get rid of this. And just gets it downfield here. So time to remount the attack here. One more effort. They have a goal in them. Rochester won early in this season in this series, 2-1. Up 1-0 right now. A lot of east-west movement here at the moment, but not the kind you need, which is a little bit north-south. There it is ahead. Got a man out in front. Oh, and just for a moment, looked like you had Warshaw there on good inside track.
Great delivery into the box, Gary, and it did look like he was ahead of the defense.
Hackett swings. Take it right there. Stop it. Get it ahead.
Another nice ball.
And this one's going to be...
It's going to be a corner. No, he saved it from being a corner.
Corner. He waved.
Oh, he did give him the corner.
Wave corner, yep. So, it's going to be a throw-in. Fish said right there in the corner it's going to be a throw. You can make this like a corner, though. Make this one long, high. He's stepping back, so he's going to give this one a good toss, as Mick Laws. They got Leverock right down there in the middle, the big guy. Going to be looking for his head. They got Jankowskis in the middle. Be looking for his head. Let's see if maybe they toss it in here. And looks like Rochester's going to mark right now to make sure that they can't just toss it in. Get a good corner kick. Question right now is how much stoppage time.
Will be a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time added to the end of the second half.
2 minutes of extra time played now. We are done with regulation.
Substitution entering the game for Rochester.
On this one, this one is going to be a corner, and that's the fourth one of the night. So whether they meant it or not, they got what they wanted. And so, and it's going to be Paul Wilson setting this one up. Let's see what he gets. Wilson, high, opposite. Headshot, not going to make it there. And another corner on the other side. So number 5.
So they're getting their opportunities here, Gary. Another set piece for Harrisburg, bringing everybody forward.
The nice thing on this corner is that you're going to be swinging it right in on the momentum to the net.
They've literally pulled the goalie. Broom inside the box on the opposite end of the pitch.
So here you go. Got to get it high. Give it a chance. See Leverock there in the middle. You're going to have Jankowskis down there as well. Jankowskis goes in motion. Flat kick. In! Set piece. They hit Jankowskis as he came flying through.
Put that one on the highlight reel, Gary. You can't do it any better than that. Broom all the way up, and he's happier than anybody on the pitch right now.
Boy, Wilson just put that flat in there, and Jankowskis was on the run looking for it. Look at this.
Big
There's
body coming through.
Right in motion, and boom! Nails it into the upper left-hand side of the net. Jankowskis. Take a look again. He goes in motion. You'll see it right here. It's flat, and then he just turned his head and right into that upper net.
And look at Kiesel Broom, who, as I say, they pulled the keeper, put him all the way up, and he couldn't have been any happier about that. Kind of vindicated his night.
Second straight game that Jankowskis has scored. So Wilson with the serve in the middle to Jankowskis. And now, can they get one more very quickly?
And they're working at it.
Wilson was just thrown down that time. They're going to get it right here.
Another free kick coming up here, Gary. Little set piece for City FC.
Wow. What a piece of work there. And there is some justice on the way they played tonight, I tell you.
They earned this one.
Let's see if they can earn one more right here. This is if you're Rochester, you weren't expecting that, and that was just a brilliant goal. That's a highlight film. And a set piece as well. Oh, a lot of...
Another set piece here and a lot of movement, marking up all on that left side of the box. Here's the delivery.
This time, Grinnis is going to get out there and get it. Grinwis There was nothing Grimwas could do in that last one.
No.
And that was just the headshot that Jankowskis put on it was just brilliant, and that is it. And Rochester looks like they lost the game, but you got to give credit there. The City FC came back. It was not going to be the same script that's happened so many times this season, and what an unbelievable goal it was to tie this one up.
They earned the draw tonight, Gary. They worked exceptionally hard throughout the match. Frankly, they controlled most of the action tonight. Had that one situation which has hurt them all year long. Header into the back of the net for Rochester with 3 minutes left in regulation, but in stoppage on a set piece, beautifully delivered ball, header into the goal, and they come away with a point.
And City FC tonight with a courageous look there at the end, coming back, and we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back here and take a look at the highlights here on the shots tonight. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. This is Invicta 1-1, the tie here tonight, the USL matchup. We'll be right back with the highlights of that final shot one more time.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
The diagonal ball, look out. Onside, it's in the back of the net. Goal, Harrisburg City Islanders. Harrisburg City Islanders storm the field. They have pulled off the improbable.
Right side, nice ball. You got Wilson. There it is. Wilson chipping it in. He's got it. Oh, and a little back foot to go with it, huh?
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Well, they say a tie is like kissing your sister, but I'll tell you what, this is one tonight where the tie, when you look like it was going to be the same old story that we've seen so many times this season of playing a great match and then losing by one at the end, City FC showed something different tonight. They came back, they kept fighting, they found a way to get this tied up against a very good Rochester team, in fact, the defending league champions. And they come out of here tonight with a 1-1 draw, and I'll tell you what, they got to be proud of themselves. They played an outstanding match here. There were a couple little moments at the end, but really, you look at the whole body of work tonight, it was really good.
Absolutely, Gary. A match in which they controlled the action for much of it. A little lapse there with 3 minutes to go in regulation, but instead of folding, they fought back, they earned the draw. This could have been psychologically not only heartbreaking, but backbreaking for City FC. Instead, they've got to walk out of here tonight really pleased with the way they played, with the fact that they picked up a point in the standings, the fact that they continue their unbeaten streak, 3 games now running. And all in all, as you say, the whole piece of work, really a solid job for City FC tonight. Very happy.
And let's take a look at the highlights tonight. This is the 5th place team in the division here this evening. Here you see that cross, and then you're going to see Tush, who just had come into the game, heading in from the far side. And Kieselbroom, who was brilliant tonight. I mean, brilliant. Just couldn't get to it. That was a heck of a header. But a few minutes later, we saw another heck of a header. Here's one more angle. Take a look how good this was. Look at the velocity that is, just to get that to the far side of the net.
Not as well marked up as he should have been.
Now, here it is, the set piece. And if you watch again, watch Jankowskis. He's in motion, and they hit him right where he wanted to be. Right on target.
Perfect. It was exactly what they wanted. Set piece, coming through, tall guy, right on his head, great header, and the way to end this match.
And Jankowskis has turned into the scoring machine here. The last 2 games, he's got a goal each game, and they both were huge. 1 to win, 1 to tie. But give credit there to Wilson, who was in there. Baril normally would be taking that corner. Wilson put it right on the head where he needed to, and Jankowskis did the rest. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. City Islanders now go to 6-13-3. They'll get 21 points. They move within 4 for the moment of 8th place. For Rochester, they have 32 points now. They're 8-4-8. You talk about an interesting season. Now, coming up Tuesday night, we're going to be right back here at it, and it doesn't get any easier. The New York Red Bulls, too, are in here. They are 12-2-5 for the season, and they're second place in the league only to Louisville City. So it's going to be a huge matchup here on Tuesday night, and one that has some serious consequences. If City could find a way to pull that one off, it would be magical. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We want to thank our producer. I want to thank all of the people here with the camera work tonight for Invicta. They did such a great job bringing these pictures. Thanks to Patrice Pettis for all of her help. Thank you to Charlie Giroux tonight for great color commentary all evening long. I'm Gary Sutton. We hope you have a great night, everyone. And again, get on out here to see City Islanders soccer. It's a fabulous sport, one of the best tickets in town. And I got to tell you, the City Islanders team is really, really coming around right now. So Tuesday night, we're back at it again at 7 o'clock. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great weekend there, everyone, and stay cool.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.